Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Janet and I am all about cash budgeting. On my channel you will find cash budgeting, savings challenges in order to become debt-free by 2023. So if that's what you're interested in, then keep on watching. All right, hello everybody. How is everybody doing this week? My week has gone so good. And you know, I am making progress every week and I'm so thrilled about that. It makes me feel so good to be paying off debt. It's such a great feeling. I still can't even believe it sometimes. It's just an amazing, amazing feeling. All right, first of all, what we're going to be doing before we start cash stuffing, I have all of my money here. Went to the bank with my fancy little envelope. The cashier commented once again how much she loves this. So I got this off of Etsy from Hi Hello Budgets on Etsy, if you're interested to check that out. But what we are going to do first is unstuff all what we have left over for the week before we start stuffing. And then I always add it to my rollover envelope and then we do our savings challenges from that money. So let's get started on that. I am so excited. This is the second week in a row that I have money left over in groceries and I have $15 left over. I am beside myself actually. Every time that I have money left over, it just bewilders me. I have money left over in personal and I also have $5 left in eating out as well. I didn't have to use anything from my emergency, which there is, I think $5 or $10 in there. And then my giving is $5 in there as well. And those stay in there. Occasionally I will add sometimes $5 for it and work it into my budget, but I don't ever take money out of that. That stays in there. All right, so we have $25 left for this week from our cash wallet. So what we are going to do next is we are going to get our rollover money, which is at the very back of my savings challenge binder. And we are going to add it to that. Last week, we actually did 3 of them. We pulled 3 envelopes, and depending on what the numbers are this week, I think I'm gonna do the same because in the rollover now, which is our one savings challenge, we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, $60. So let's do the savings challenge that I have on the go right now. And this is just kind of a DIY savings challenge that I started. This is just an envelope that I got from the dollar store. And in here is where I have my little challenge right kind of in the middle. And it is just a $500 savings challenge. So something that is definitely doable. I got this off of Carrie J Budgets. So really, really good. I love the denominations and that they're so low. And that is what we are going to be doing today. Depending on what numbers we get, we might do 2 or 3. I'm trying to really, you know, get this over and done with so I can put all of that money towards debt. So I just randomly pick an envelope. They are all mixed in here and I just randomly pick an envelope. And what do we have today? Oh, I think I might have 2. Do I? Yes, I do. Okay. So this one is $15. So that is one of them. Let's do another one. Ooh, that one is $20. Okay, let's do one more. If it's not one of the big ones, I think the bigger ones on here, there's only one of them, is $55. So if we pick that one, we might have to put it back and pick another one. But let's see. I'm gonna pick one. Oh, perfect, $5. Okay, so let's do that and see where we are at. I'm going to get my stickers out of here as well because I have been using stickers in order to close the envelopes. So let's bring out our stickers and let's fill, the first one is $5 here. So we will put in a 5. I am so anxious to like unstuff all of these as well when the time comes. So excited. All right, next one is 20. And we are going to do a 10 and 2 5s. And savings challenges just make saving fun. You know, I could take all of this rollover money each week and deposit it and put it towards debt, but this is just such a fun way to save. I really am enjoying it. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it going because I look forward to it. I honestly look forward to it. Now it's become like a goal of mine to like have money left over in the week so I can do these savings challenges. And that's what it's mainly for. If you're new to budgeting, you know, and you're kind of wondering, why aren't you just taking that money, Janet, and taking it to the bank and depositing it and putting an extra payment on something? This is funner. This is way funner. All right, so next what we are going to do is I am going to color these in. So we have a 15. Ooh, that's our first 15 that we have. So I'm just gonna color this in. Now, I watch Anne over on Making Money Moves. She is hilarious. I think I mentioned her in like every other video of mine because she is so funny. And she had explained some of her childhood memories that she has of growing up and kind of the shenanigans that her and her siblings would go through. So I'm gonna share one of my stories. So I am the youngest of 4 brothers and sisters, and I have 1 sister and 2 brothers. Now, my siblings are a lot older than me. So I am the youngest, and then my closest sibling is actually 12 years older than me. So huge difference. And then, you know, 22 and 25 years older than me. So there is a huge, huge gap there. I was kind of like an oops baby. I don't like explaining it like that, but I was definitely an afterthought. Let's put it that way. But the story that I have for you today involves chores. So my 2 brothers, the oldest brothers, they were gone out of the house pretty much, you know, after I was like 5 years old. So then it was only me and my sister. And me and my sister, that, like I said, there was like a 10, 11, 12 year age gap between us. So what would happen each week is my mom and dad would give my sister chores because she was older than me. And, you know, when I was in junior high, we used to do chores. I just had little simple chores because I was so young. And of course, my sister had a lot of the more extensive chores, like, you know, the vacuuming, sweeping and mopping the floor, like all of these bigger kind of chores, rather than me, which was like unload the dishwasher, little stuff like that. But what my sister used to do is she would make me do her chores. So she would make me sweep and mop the floor. She would make me vacuum. Now, I was only in grade school. I was probably, you know, I want to say 7 or 8 at this time because, like I said, my sister was much older than me. And yeah, she used to make me do my chores. And not only that, she would tell my mom and dad that she did the chores and therefore she would get the money still from not doing a thing. Not doing a darn thing. I did my chores plus her chores and only got whatever it was back, you know, in the early 80s, right? You know, whether it was $5 a week. I don't even know if it would be that much, honestly. But yeah, my sister would still get her chore money for not doing anything. And I would just get my little, you know, $2 for doing all the chores. So that is my little fun story with my siblings. I don't have too many stories because I am so much younger than my other siblings, but you know, I do have a couple that I will share with you guys once a week. I feel like it kind of tells a good story. All right, so I just put the ones that are finished all at the back, and then I put my savings challenge back in the middle for next week. So that is all done. And we can zip this up, and we still have, I think we still have like $15 or $20 in here, so that's good. Yeah, $20. So we can add that to next week with whatever left over to do our savings challenge once again. All right, let's get into my favorite part of the week, my favorite video to put up during the week, and that is cash stuffing. Favorite time. So we are going to start by counting our money. Like I said, I have my envelope here, and the envelope should total $500 this week. We are actually stuffing quite a bit. So let's count the money, make sure that we have everything, and we will put it in our little handy dandy money holder here. So let me get set up here with this. So we have 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 370, 390, 410, 420, 430, 440, 450, 460, 470, 480, 490, and $500. So exactly have the right denominations, which is always a good thing. So there was a couple things that I had to do this week. One of them was dog food. So I took all the money out of my pets because dog food has gone up here, and I don't exactly know the reasoning. I know it had to do with the flooding in BC to begin with, but I honestly think everything is just going up, and there just is no fixing that in general. Our groceries are going up, the dog food is going up, and everything. All right, so let's stuff our cash wallet first. First, we are gonna be doing groceries. Now, groceries is only getting $40 this week because I signed up for Chef's Plate. Chef's Plate is, it's kind of like a food delivery service. You need to prepare it yourself, but it is worth it. I love the pricing that they have. It saves on waste, and honestly, it takes the guesswork out of what's for dinner. It is me, my husband, and my youngest daughter, who is 19, going to college, but I eat keto, so I eat kind of different than what they eat. So I picked up that for the week, and so I'm only going to be adding $40 for groceries this week because I ended up getting 3 meals for the week with Chef's Plate, and it worked out to be just a couple cents less than $60. But I really don't think that I'm gonna have to get many groceries this week either because we still have lots of snacks. Next is going to be gas, and gas is going to be getting $40. That has been my normal lately, and it seems to be working, honestly. Some weeks are worse than others, but for the most part, I try to keep it at 40. But gas came down a little bit here, I must say. And personal always gets $10. And personal is just for kind of whatever I want. If I want to buy a special coffee or anything like that, I will take it out of personal. And eating out is getting $10 as well. And we are not one to eat out whatsoever. We do have our anniversary coming up on the 23rd of April, but I do have some gift cards in here as well that we can use. But eating out is just for that. If I want to grab a quick snack or something like that, I will take it out of eating out. All right, that is our cash envelope all done for this week. Now let's move on to our short-term sinking funds. So we are going to add $10 to medical. No, sorry, we are going to add $20 to medical. So now in medical is $20 and $30. Next is going to be Costco, and I am going to be adding $50 to Costco this week. Now, we usually go there once a month, and usually once a month is when we stock up on things like toilet paper, dish detergent, like laundry soap, things like that. And I want to say I would be in between $150 and $200 a month. So that's what I'm going to kind of go like put as a goal for this envelope. You know, depending on what we need. It's not like every month we need to stock up on toilet paper. So some months will be different than others. But I definitely do want to get this stocked up so that we can utilize, you know, our membership and get things at cost. All right, so Costco now has $60. And Renos, we are back to stuffing Renos. Like I said, I had taken some out of our savings, but that is all now said and done. So we will now be stuffing Renos again, so $100. And I think what I'm going to do for my savings fund that I have, because I do have it in the bank. Right now it is at $1,000, but I was also thinking that I would start a long-term envelope for that and put $1,000 placeholder. And you know what, if I add in even $5, $20 a week, it would really boost that up. So I'm thinking about starting that envelope as well, just so that you guys can visibly see that I do have a savings fund. Next is going to be beauty, and beauty is getting $20. So in beauty now we have $20, $40, and $60. And next is going to be birthdays, and birthdays is going to be getting $50. So now in birthdays we have 50, 100, 120, 125. Next is travel, and travel is going to be getting 2 tens. So for travel, I plan on going to visit my daughter on Monday. She lives in Banff, which is about 4 hours away from where I live. So that is what I'm going to be utilizing this money for, is for that trip. It'll probably just be a day trip. I might stay overnight and leave the next morning, but I mainly just go to visit her. We might go out for a meal, but I do have a gift card from the keg that I'm using, that I probably will be using in Banff, because my husband's not a big fan of the keg. I love it. And I have 2 gift cards actually. One is $100 and one is $50. So I think our meals will be covered with that. And then, like I said, I have almost a full tank of gas. So between the $40 that I stuffed to my cash envelope and this money, I should have enough gas for there and back. So now in travel, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $110. So $110 in travel. And then, like I mentioned, I bought dog food this week, so I thoroughly had to empty out all of pets. But pets this week is going to be getting $10, and that is all that is in this envelope right now. And then next is date night, and date night is going to be getting a 20. That is our first money that is going into date night. So it has $20 in there. All right, so that's it for our short-term sinking funds. Now let's go into our long-term sinking funds. And let's start with anniversary. Anniversary is going to be getting $20. So now in anniversary, we have $20 and $40. All right, next is going to be Janet. That is for myself, and I don't have anything planned right now to buy, but I thought I would just start this in case I do see something that I want. And Janet now has $15 in there. All right, and next is going to be taxes. So this is to get our taxes prepared. We normally don't have to pay back in taxes, so it is just getting $5. And Apollo as well is our online streaming, and it is going to be getting $5 as well. So now in Apollo we have $10. Next is hunting, which we are not going to be putting anything in because I don't know about my husband's surgery yet, if we will be going hunting this year. But next is going to be car maintenance, and car maintenance is actually going to be getting 10 this week. So now in car maintenance we have $10, $20, and $25. All right, and now it is time to start saving for our car registration. We pay that once a year. We had enough this year, and so I'm going to start it off with $10 in car registration. So that is always due at the end of March. All right, that is it for our long-term savings plan. That is it for our long-term savings binder. Next, we are going to go into my challenge binder. Now, I'm going to flip through a couple of these. I'm going to be sharing a video next week, but I have some exciting new savings challenges, so make sure you are on the lookout for that. But for Christmas, I am going to be adding $50, and that is going to be our last money. All right, so now in Christmas, we have 50, 100, 120, 140, 150, and $165 is what we have. So that is a great start. I am so happy about that, because for Christmas, my goal is to save about $1,000. Well, actually more towards $1,200 because we always have Christmas dinner and everything at our house, and that definitely adds up. All right. Feels so good to have everything stuffed again at the beginning of the week. I am loving doing this weekly. It really keeps me on track. It makes me feel so good when I have money left over. It really takes the stress out of if I'm gonna have enough money for the week, if I'm gonna have enough money for the month. You know, this has been definitely life-changing for me, so I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure that you give this video a like and leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Thanks for watching.